Good morning.
Okay na, sir.
Okay, marinig?
Yes po.
Thank you very much. Good morning and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala barakatuh. Good. Pwede ko ma-ask, ano bang mayroon ngayon? Pre-procurement or pre-bid?
Pre-bid, sir. Pre-bid, sir. Deliberation ng apat na project na. At saka itong pre-proc, sir, kasi hinabol natin, sir.
So anong unahin natin ngayon? Pre-proc?
Pre-bid, sir. Pre-bid.
Okay. Hindi, hanapin ko na lang kung saan yung pre-bid dito.
Hindi, wala. Sa kayo, sir. Yan, delivery.
So ito na, no? Tama ba yung project na 23M MO0044 ang beginning?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige, good morning, no? So today it's March 13, 2024, and we are scheduled to have this pre-bid conference for 15 civil works. So before we start, no, can we request Engineer Masud Ibrahim to have a brief invocation?
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay, thank you very much. No. Okay. Have this. Ano yung napunta? Ito pala sa messenger. So the projects that we're going to discuss now are contract ID number 23M00044, 24M0032, 24M0033, 24M0034, 24M0036, 24M0037, 24M0038, 24M062, 24M071, 24M00073, and 24M00125, 24M00133, 24MO0163, and 24MO0211, finally 24MO0222. So these are the projects that are going to discuss in the pre bid conference, no? For 23MO0044, this is the construction of coastal dike in GLAN, Malapatan, ALABEL, MAASIM, KIAMBA, and MAITUM, Sarangani. And then for 24MO0032, construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River downstream phase 2, COTABATO City. Then 24MO0033, this is the construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River downstream phase 3, Cotabato City. And 24MO0034, this is also construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River upstream phase 4, Cotabato City. Medyo maliliit lang. Before that, I'm going to just assign somebody in the office to read the name of the projects that we're going to discuss in this private conference. But meantime, we're going to have a roll call of the participant first. May I have the secretariat to please acknowledge the participant?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. For today's pre-bid conference for 15 civil works projects, here are the attendees. Sir Darkan Kimansungayan, the back chairperson who is present via Zoom. Attorney Jahara A. Ali Makadato, the back vice chairperson. Engineer Alimandaya Tanggol, back member who is also present via Zoom. Engineer Arnold Ulangkaya, back provisional member. Engineer Mr. Ibrahim, back member. Engineer Shirley Avila, Head of the Back Secretariat, Attorney Nomayri S. Mirol, Head of the Back PWG, Engineer Rosmia Alama Sariwato, Back Secretariat, Engineer Jessica Romano, Back Secretariat, Ma'am Grace Marcelo, Back Secretariat, Engineer Vanessa J. Salazar, Back Secretariat, Engineer Orfa Malazarte, Back PWG member, and yours truly, Engineer Janela Maria Romano from the procurement staff. We also have representatives from different construction firms. We have Sir Romel Penido from Jami Construction, Sir Rojula Abdullah from Tula Construction and Supply, Sir Cesar Navales from Atlantic Erectors Incorporated, Sir Pedro Salazar from Gulf Canary Constructions Development Incorporated, and Sir Gary Manginsay from Tail Construction. That would be all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have invitation participants from the observers?
Only sir, we send invitation, sir, but
Okay, so with that, let me just put in record that we had invited the observers in accordance with RA 9184, and there's no attendance. None of them are in attendance as of the moment. So you just strengthen the procurement staff are advised to strengthen the methods or the strategy in inviting observers so that we can have an observer in all our procurement process. So with that, as to the number of the bids and awards committee, I think we are 5 in attendance out of 6 members, and with that, I call this private conference to order since it is in quorum. So also, I'd like to acknowledge the participants, all the participants and all the participating bidders to this pre-procurement conference. I'm happy that I hear some participants from the contractors industry who are around during this private conference. I know this is really very important considering that this is the forum wherein we're going to discuss the to discuss about everything about the project, like to clarify and or explain any of the requirements, the terms, the condition, and specifications stipulated in the bidding documents. Also, this is the forum to discuss and clarify and explain, among other things, the eligibility requirements and the technical and financial components of the contracts to be bid, including questions and clarification raised by the prospective bidders before and during the pre-bid conference. The attendance of the contractor may not be mandatory, but it is encouraged for the contractors to be with us during this pre-bid conference so that they can clarify things, for the projects they are participating. So with that, may I request anybody from maybe Attorney Jahara Ali Makadato to present the projects that we're going to discuss now.
Thank you, sir. In behalf of our back chairperson, Sir Sergeant Mantongan, so I will be reading the civil work project subject of this pre-bid conference. So the agenda are 15 civil works projects. These are 23M0044. This is already reviewed. Construction of coastal dike in GLAN, MALAPATAN, ALABEL, MAASIM, KIAMBA, and MAITUM, SARANGANI. 24M0032, also a vivid. Construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River, downstream, phase 2, COTABATO City. 24M0033, a vivid also. Construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River, downstream, phase 3, COTABATO City. 24M0034, vivid. Construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River, upstream, phase 4, COTABATO City. 24M0036, construction of road, Barangay BULALO, SULTAN, KUDARAT, MAGUINDANAO del Norte. 24M0037, construction of road, Barangay KATULI, SULTAN, KUDARAT, MAGUINDANAO del Norte. 24M0038, construction of road, Barangay PINARING, SULTAN, KUDARAT, MAGUINDANAO del Norte. 24M0062, construction of box culvert, double barrel, Barangay San Mateo, Aliosan, Cotabato. 24M0071, construction of flood control dike along Cabacan River, phase 3, Barangay Poblacion, President Rojas, Cotabato. 24M0073, construction of flood control dike along Cabacan River, phase 4, Barangay Alegria, President Rojas, Cotabato. 24M0125, construction of complete road, NRJ crossing Palpan, Nakpalia, Parisani Road, connecting National Highway, in support of agribusiness, Pulumulok, South Cotabato. 24M0133, construction of road, Barangay Dandag, Tampakan, South Cotabato. 24M0163, construction of concrete revetment, Makar River, Barangay Patimang, General Santos City. 24M0211, paving of unpaved roads, Develop Little Baguio, Alabel Road. F00221MN, station K1695 plus 146.50 to K1697 plus 057.5, Alabel, Sarangani. 24M00222, construction of drainage structure, box culvert, including approaches for crossing Palpan. So that is the 15 civil works project subject of this pre-bid conference. Sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Attorney Jarali Makadato, our back vice chairperson. So with that, as I had mentioned earlier that we have things here to discuss pertaining to these projects, and we prepare here a pre-bid conference meeting agenda, and we have 3 items here to discuss. First item is the brief presentation or explanation by the Bids and Awards Committee of the basic concept, contract data, requirement of bidding documents, the documents to be submitted by the bidders for the technical and financial proposals. The second item is the electronic submission and receipt of the bids for the procurement of the civil works contracts, then the summary of proceedings, including bid bulletins to be issued if any. So for item 1, we have heard the discussion of the basic contract data that includes contract description, the approved budget for the contract, and its duration. And also the requirements of the bidding documents that includes the instruction to bidders, general condition of contract, special contract, conditions of contract, specification, drawings, bills of quantities, and forms. These are going to be discussed to you by Engineer Master Ibrahim II.
Morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. For the basic contract data, the contract ID 23M00044, construction of coastal dike in GLAN, MALAPATAN, ALABEL, MAASIM, KIAMBA, and MAITUM SARANGANI. This is a construction of coastal dike with 865.136 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract is 150,800,000. Contract duration is 291 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00032, construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River, downstream phase 2, station 0+332 to station 0+665 at COTABATO City. This is a construction of flood mitigation structure with 333 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract is 46,890,315. Contract duration is 215 calendar days. The contract ID 24M00033, construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River, downstream phase 3, station 0+000 to station 0+332 at COTABATO City. This is a construction of flood mitigation structure with 332 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract is 46,802,500. Contract duration is 215 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00034, construction of riverbank protection, ESTEROS River, upstream, phase 4, station 0+000 to station 0+332 at COTABATO City. This is a construction of flood mitigation structure with 332 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract is 46,802,500. Contract duration is 215 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00036, construction of road, Barangay Bulalo, Sultan, KUDARAT, Maguindanao del Norte. This is a construction of concrete road with 1.34 lane kilometers. Approved budget for the contract is 9,900,000. Contract duration is 53 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00037, construction of road, Barangay KATULI, Sultan, KUDARAT, Maguindanao del Norte. This is a construction of concrete road with 1.32 lane kilometers. Approved budget for the contract is 9,900,000. Contract duration is 53 calendar days. The contract ID 24M00038, construction of road, Barangay PINARING, Sultan, KUDARAT, Maguindanao del Norte. This is a construction of concrete road with 4.536 lane kilometers. Approved budget for the contract is 49,500,000. Contract duration is 138 calendar days. The contract ID 24M00062, construction of box culvert, Barangay at Barangay San Mateo, Andiosa, and Cotabato. This is a construction of drainage structure with 12 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract is 14,850,000. Contract duration is 120 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00071, construction of flood control dike along Tamacan River, phase 3 at Barangay Poblacion, President Rojas, Cotabato. This is a construction of dike with 400 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000. Contract duration is 285 calendar days. Contract ID 24M00073, construction of flood control dike along Kabakan River, Phase 4, at Barangay Alegria, President Rojas, COTABATO. This is also a construction of dike with 425 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000. Contract duration is 285 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00125, construction of concrete road, NRJ crossing Palcan, Langkalya, Parsani Road, connecting National Highway, in support of agribusiness at Polomolok, South Cotabato. The construction of concrete road is 0.326 lane kilometers. Approved budget for the contract is 4,825,000. Contract duration is 43 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00133, construction of road, Barangay Danlag, Tampakan, South Cotabato. This is a construction of concrete road with 0.419 lane kilometers. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000. Contract duration is 74 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00163, construction of concrete revetment, Maca River, Barangay Fatima, General Santos City. This is a construction of revetment with 530 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract is 120,625,000. Contract duration is 293 calendar days. For contract ID 24M00211, paving of unpaved roads, Demolok Little Baguio, ALABEL Road, section ID S00221 MN, station K1695 plus 146.5 to K1697 plus 057.5 at ALABEL Sarangani. This is a paving of unpaved roads with 3.82 lane kilometers. Approved budget for the contract is 140,890,000. Contract duration is 310 calendar days. Finally, for contract ID 24M00222, construction of drainage structure, box culvert, including approaches, crossing Palcan, Langkalya, Kalsani, Polomolok, South Cotabato. This is a construction of 4 linear meters. The approved budget for the contract, 29,700,000. Contract duration is 191 calendar days. So to continue with the requirements of the documents, for contract ID 23M00034, this includes the facilities for the engineer, which includes provision of field office, provision of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle. For other general requirements, the following are included: project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, mobilization, demobilization, geotechnical investigation. Part F, bridge construction. This includes reinforcing steel grade 40, reinforcing steel grade 60, structural concrete class A. For drainage and slope protection structures, this includes hand-laid rock embankment. For earthworks, we have clearing and grubbing, food stripping, structural excavation, common soil. And for bank and slope protection works, we have protect prefab, class A, and furnished and driven of steel sheet pile type grade 60. So contract ID 24M00032. So this includes facilities for the engineer, provision of field office, and provision of 4x4 pickup. Other general requirements includes project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, mobilization, demobilization, and additional geotechnical exploration. For earthworks, we have embankment from borough, common soil, and for bank and slope protection works. Metal railing, pipe culverts, 610 mm diameter, concrete slope protection, structural steel sheet piles furnished, and structural steel sheet piles delivered. For contract IDs 24M0033 and 24M0034, this includes provision of field optics for the engineer, provision of 4x4 pickup. Other general requirements includes project billboards, occupational safety and health program, mobilization, demobilization, additional geotechnical exploration. For earthworks, this includes embankment from borough, common soil. For bank and slope protection works, this includes metal railing, pipe culverts, 610 mm diameter, concrete slope protection, structural steel sheet piles furnished, and structural steel sheet piles delivered. For contract ID 24M00036, construction of barangay, construction of code barangay BULALO. This includes other general requirements. This includes project billboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, and demobilization. For earthworks, this includes embankment from borough, sub-grade preparation. For sub-base and base course, this includes aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, this includes crush aggregate surface course, Portland cement concrete, and reinforced 230 mm thick. For miscellaneous structures, this includes pavement marking, reflectorized thermoplastic white. For contract ID 24M0037, this includes the following. For other general requirements, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization. For earthworks, this includes embankment from borough, sub-grade preparation. For sub-base and base course, we have aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, this includes crush aggregate surface course, Portland cement, concrete pavement, unreinforced, 230 mm thick. For miscellaneous structures, this includes pavement marking, reflectorized thermoplastic white. For contract ID 24M00038, this includes facilities for the engineers, field office, and provision of 4x4 pickup. For other general requirements, this includes project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization. For earthworks, this includes suitable excavation, embankment from borough, sub-grade preparation. For sub-base and base course, this includes aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, this includes Portland cement, concrete pavement, and reinforced 200 mm shoulders. Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 230 mm thick. For bridge structures, this includes reinforcing steel bar, grade 40, structured concrete class A, minor structures. For drainage and slope protection structures, this includes pipe culverts, 910 mm diameter, class 4, routed riprap, class A. For miscellaneous structures, this includes metal guardrail, metal beam, including post, warning signs, hazard markers, pavement marking, reflectorized thermoplastic For contract ID 24M00062, this includes the following. For the facilities for the engineer, you have field office and 4x4 pickup type service vehicle. For other general requirements, this includes project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization. For earthworks, this includes removal of actual structures, obstruction, 910 mm diameter RCPC, removal of actual structures, obstruction, 28 mm thick PCCP, removal of structures and obstruction, concrete, surplus common excavation, foundation fill, embankment from roadway, excavation, common soil. For bridge construction, this includes reinforcing steel, grade 40, structural concrete, lead concrete. For drainage and slope protection structure, this includes stone masonry. For miscellaneous structures, this includes reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and yellow. For contract ID 24M00071, includes facilities for the engineer, provision of field office, and provision of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle. For other general requirements, this includes project billboard, occupational safety and health program, mobilization, demobilization, geotechnical investigation. For bridge construction, this includes reinforcing steel grade 40, reinforcing steel grade 60, and structural concrete class A. For earthworks, this includes clearing and grubbing with stripping, individual removal of trees, structural excavation, common soil, and embankment control. For bank and slope protection works, this includes concrete slope protection, furnished and driven of steel sheet pile Z-type grade 50. For drainage works, this includes pipe culverts, 910 mm diameter, and flat valve. For contract ID 24M00073, following are included. Facilities for the engineer, provision of field office, and provision of 4x4 pickup. Other general requirements includes project billboard, occupational safety and health program, mobilization, demobilization, technical investigation. For bridge construction, this includes reinforcing steel grade 40, reinforcing steel grade 60, and structural concrete class A. For earthworks, this includes clearing and grubbing with stripping, individual removal of trees, structural excavation, common soil, and embankment from borrow. For bank and slope protection works, concrete slope protection, and furnished and driven of steel sheet pile C-type. For drainage works, this includes pipe culverts, 910 mm diameter, and flat valve. For contract ID 24M00125, this includes facilities for the engineer, provision of field office, provision of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle. Other general requirements includes project billboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization. For earthworks, this includes clearing and grubbing, individual removal of trees, surface common excavation, structure excavation, common soil, foundation fill, pipe culverts, and drainage excavation, common soil, embankment from roadway, excavation, common soil, subgrade preparation, common soil. For sub-base and base course, this includes aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, this includes Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 0.15 meter thick and Portland cement concrete pavement, 280 mm thick. For bridge construction, this includes reinforcing steel grade 40, structural concrete, Class B. For drainage and flow protection work, this includes 5 culverts, 910 mm diameter, Class 4 RCPC, catch basin, 910 mm diameter, stone masonry. The miscellaneous structure, this includes metal guardrail, metal beam, including post, single, double beam, metal beam, NTs, full nose, warning signs, regulatory signs, the protectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and yellow. For contract ID 24M0000133, this includes provision of field office, provision of 4x4 pickup for other general requirements, project billboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization, removal and relocation of utilities to electrical poles. For earthworks, this includes individual removal of trees, removal of actual structures and obstruction, removal of actual structures, 910 mm diameter RCPC, removal of structure and obstruction concrete, surplus common excavation, structure excavation, common soil, foundation fill, pipe culvert, and drain excavation, common soil, embankment and roadway excavation, common soil, subbase preparation, common soil. For subbase and base course, aggregate subbase course, for surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement, and reinforced 150 mm thick, Portland cement concrete pavement, and reinforced 280 mm thick. For bridge construction, reinforcing steel grade 40 structural concrete, Class B. For drainage and slope protection structure, 5 culverts, 910 mm diameter, Class 4 RCTC, catch basin, 910 mm diameter, stone masonry. For miscellaneous structures, hazard markers, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and yellow. For contract ID 24M00163, this includes provision of field office, provision of 4x4 pickup for other general requirements, project billboard, occupational safety and health program, mobilization, demobilization, geotechnical investigation. For earthworks, this includes removal of structures and obstruction. For bridge construction, reinforcing steel, grade 14, and structural concrete, Class A. For earthworks, clearing and building and stripping, individual removal of trees, structure excavation, and bucket from below. For bank and slope protection works, this includes concrete, slope protection, furnish and treatment of steel sheet pines, C-type. For contract ID 24M00211, this includes provision of field office, provision of 4x4 pickup. Other general requirements, this includes project billboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, and mobilization. For earthworks, this includes individual removal of trees, surplus common excavation, structure excavation, common soil, foundation fill, pipe culverts, and drain excavation, common soil, subbase preparation, common material. For subbase and base course, this includes aggregate subbase course for surface courses, rapid surface course, Portland cement concrete pavement, 150 mm thick, Portland cement concrete pavement, and reinforced 200 mm thick. For bridge construction, reinforcing steel grade 40 and structural concrete, Class B. For drainage and slope protection structures, 5 culverts, 910 mm diameter, Class 4 RCPC, catch basin, 910 mm diameter, and stone masonry. Miscellaneous structures. This includes warning signs, regulatory signs, hazard markers, seedling and saplings for other programs, initiatives. Vectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, yellow, coconut, labs, vegetation. For contract ID 24 M00222, this includes provision of field office, provision of 4x4 pickup. Other general requirements includes project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization. For earthworks, this includes individual removal of trees, structural excavation, common soil, foundation fill, embankment from roadways, structural excavation, common soil, embankment from borough, common soil, subgrade preparation, common material. For subbasin waste course, this includes aggregate subbase course. For surface courses, this includes Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 150 mm thick Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 280 mm thick. For bridge construction, this includes reinforcing steel grade 40, structural concrete class A, structural concrete class B, green concrete class B. For drainage and slope protection structure, this includes manholes, manhole concrete 1,220 mm thick, 1,220 mm diameter and stone masonry. So that would be all. Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ibrahim, the Chief of the Planning and Design Division, and he has just discussed to us the basic contract data, so with the requirements of bidding documents. So I guess these are important for this project. In with this, may I ask the leaders who are present today, prospective leaders who are present today, to if they have any question or clarification pertaining to the requirements of the bidding documents, also with the basic contract data. You have any question or clarification? Okay, so there's a thumbs up. That means there's no clarification and that everything is okay. How about the Bids and Awards Committee, the TWG and the Secretariat? Do you have anything to be clarified with that discussion?
Yes, sir. I do have one question with for the Chief of Planning and Division, particularly for 24MO0125. Sir, have you settled the affected properties for this project? Since this was raised by the mayor of BULALO.
This is that the same project. So this one, the former head of the NTU issued the certificate. You're not sure.
Seeing that a while ago. So the former dati na pala sa indoors. Kasi kung sir na concern ito yung affected properties doon, ay mga private properties kasi matamaas.
Ibang project isa.
Yun lang po, sir, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Attorney Jahara. And how about the TWG? Do you have any?
None so far, sir.
Okay, so the procurement staff who is preparing for some of the documents. So if none, let's proceed with still with item number 1. This is about the documents to be submitted by the bidders. So this is also a very important topic to discuss because this may cause disqualification, no, if you fail to properly attached documents required for your proposals, no? So we have our technical proposals and financial proposals. Now for the technical proposals, this is going to be discussed to you by Engineer Janila Marilia Romano and Engineer Orpa Malasarte. So maybe we can start with Engineer Romano, please.
Good morning once again, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
For the requirements. First is the field job certificate of registration and membership in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IR. Second, A, if the bidder is not previously enrolled in the CWA. The bidder's Class A and Class B documents not covered with the field job certificate in accordance with section 4.8.2 of the CPN 402. This document should include, among others, the following information required in IRR section 25.50. First, the valid pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint ventures. Second, the statement of all ongoing government and private, including contracts awarded but not yet expressed. Third, statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contracts, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid. Fourth, the net financial contracting capacity, NFCC, computation and statement of total assets and total liabilities, and the joint venture agreement if applicable. E, if the bidder is previously enrolled in the CWA but would like to update any of its Class A and Class B documents, the pertinent document should be updated. Third is civil security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. This form DPWH INFR-13. And lastly, the eligibility requirements under section 23.1 of the.
So good morning. For the technical requirements to be submitted by the prospective bidders. First requirement is the organizational chart for the contract to be bid signed by the authorized managing person. Second is the contractor's list of key personnel. So the contractor shall employ the following key personnel: project manager, project engineer, UPWH materials engineer, construction safety officer 3, and construction foreman. For project manager, kindly include a copy of the PINARING. For safety officer 3, with mandatory 40-hour basic OSH training course applicable to the industry, an additional 48 hours of advanced or specialized occupational safety training course relevant to the industry. The list of key personnel should be submitted together with their respective qualifications and experience data, which the work experience is similar to the project being procured. And this personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set in the bidding documents. Third requirement is the list of contractors' major equipment unit pledged to be used for the project must be supported by proof of ownership, if owned or for lease agreement. In case of lease equipment, a lease contract and affidavit of commitment should be submitted with the lessor or owner as the pledger of the equipment, stating therein that the equipment will be available for the full duration of the project. For purchase agreement, the description of the equipment to be purchased must be indicated in the document. All documents in support of the ownership of equipment pledge and other documents photocopied from the original shall be clear or readable, and it should be authenticated or certified true copy as needed during the post-qualification process. All bidders or contractors are required to fully comply with the contract minimum equipment requirements as prescribed in the bidding documents. A complete technical description of their pledged equipment, whether owned or leased, such as but not limited to the engine number, year model, chassis number, state number, production and load capacity, availability and operating condition. In addition, bidders were also required to state in their bidding documents the particular place or site where the equipment are located. Also, the contractor must submit a certification of the availability of equipment to certify that the equipment is available and ready for use in the project being procured, duly signed and authorized. Fourth requirement is the omnibus sworn statement by the prospective bidder in the form prescribed by the GPTB, duly signed and authorized. Fifth is the inclusion of the minimum testing materials, Contractors are likewise required for the inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment and the technical component of the bid in compliance with Department Order Number 11 Series of 2017. For additional documents, first is the sworn statement of conflict of interest signed by the authorized managing officer and notarized. Second is the contractor's certification on key personnel as a Department Order Number 9 Series of 2012, duly signed and notarized. That's all, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I will discuss about the financial requirements. First is the bid form. It must be in accordance with the form prescribed in Section 9 of bidding forms. Contractors must write the original total price of bid written in figures and in words. And if the contractor has a discount offered, please write the methodology of your application and indicate the new bid amount written in figures and in words. And for the discounts offered, it will be deducted on the original bid amount and not on the ABC, and the amount written in words will prevail. Second is the bid prices in the bill of quantities. It consists of bid prices written in figures and in words. Third is the detailed estimates. It includes summary sheets indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, equipment rental used, indicating also the direct and indirect cost in coming up with the bid. Fourth is the quarterly or monthly cash flow and payment schedule. There is also a prescribed form in Section 9 of bidding forms. Financial proposal that exceed the ABC indicated shall be rejected, and any missing documents in the mentioned checklist is ground for outright rejection of the bid. And please take note that the unit prices for the facilities of the engineer in item A.1.1.2 provision of 4x4 pickup type service for the engineer on rental basis will be as the same for the bid documents. Otherwise, it will not be honored and will be declared as non-compliant. For the other pertinent issues, contractors must submit one original copy and two photocopies. Likewise, the same must be book bounded, properly labeled, tagged, and paginated as per DO number 90, series of 2002. And for those who will use the SPA in submission of bids, please be informed that we will only acknowledge it if there is a corresponding email on the said SPA from the official email address of the contractors. For the requirements and notice of award, first is the notice with your signed conforme thereon, the required performance security, the required credit line or cash deposit certificate if applicable, the required contractor's all-risk insurance, the precedence diagram method, manpower schedule, equipment utilization schedule, project organization chart, construction method, and construction safety and health program approved by the government. Next is the three-strike policy of the department. The provision governing the imposition of administrative sanctions for contractors who commit acts which tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, such as habitually withdrawing from bidding, submitting late bids, or patently insufficient bid for at least 3 times within a year except for valid reasons. I will also discuss the electronic submission and receipt of bids for procurement of civil work contracts. For the preparation and submission of bids, prior to the deadline of submission of bids, the bidder shall send a copy of the official receipt of purchase of bidding documents in PDF format to the email address identified in invitation to bid and bid data sheet. An auto-reply email shall be sent to the bidder after successfully sending the official receipt to the proper email address. Bidders must prepare the electronic bid in a password-protective archive format and submit it to the email address identified in invitation to bid and bid data sheet. Submitted electronic bid shall contain 2 files, the technical and financial proposal, both in a password-protective archive format. Bidders must submit their electronic bid using the registered email address and CWA. The password-protective archive file must be submitted must be opened using the password provided by the bidder and must be successfully opened or accessed by the bank. Bidders shall be given a maximum of 3 attempts or a period of 15 minutes, whichever comes first, to provide the correct password except in unforeseen justifiable circumstances. Otherwise, bidder shall be disqualified. The bidder may also be subjected to the sanction under DO number 17, series of 2015, the three-strike policy, and may be warranted under circumstances. The official email address of our office is electronicbids_r12@dpwh.gov.ph. That's all po. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Engineer Bani Sajid Salazar discussed to you as well the financial proposals and the electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil work contracts. So, with that, I'd like to inform Engineer Malasarte doon po sa last slides mo, no? Mayroong duly signed or notarized, no? Although you have mentioned it's duly signed and notarized, but can you please correct that, no? Baka ma-screenshot ng ano,
Ako. Okay.
mayroong duly signed or notarized. I think it was in red ink.
Number 2, sir. Contractor certification po.
Mayroon kang last, tingnan mo doon sa last slide mo.
Ito po.
Yes, signed, duly signed or notarized contractor certificate of on-key personnel. I think this is duly signed and notarized.
Yes po, sir. Happy.
Kasi pag nilagay mo or mayroon siyang option na pipirmahan na lang, hindi inotarize. Or inotarize niya, hindi na lang niya pipirmahan, no? So thank you for that. So, yun po yung discussion for the documents to be submitted by the bidders, no? So kanina nakita ko yung mga masisipag na bidders natin. Do you have any clarification on this? Malinaw po ba?
Yes.
Okay. Sa PWG sa Secretariat. Okay. So sa Beach and Awards Committee, okay naman tayo siguro, no? So thank you very much. With that, we're going to go proceed with the last part of this meeting agenda, and this is about the recapitulation or the summary of proceedings, including the bids bulletin to be issued if any, no? Should there be any bid bulletins, siguro madi-discuss din po, no? And this will be discussed to you by Engineer Janila Mariels Romano.
For the summary of proceedings, the 15 civil works projects were already discussed. The basic contact data and requirements of bidding documents were already discussed by Engineer Rashid Masnor Ibrahim. The documents to be submitted by the bidders, specifically for the technical proposal, this was discussed by yours truly, Engineer Janela Romano. The other documents required in the technical proposal was discussed by Engineer Orfa Maladarte. And the documents needed for the financial proposal, as well as the guidelines for the electronic submission and receipt of bids, were discussed by Engineer Vanessa J. Salazar. The said 15 civil works projects is scheduled for the bid opening on March 26, 2024. The dropping and submission is only until 10 a.m. on the same date, March 26, 2024. And the bid opening will be done immediately after the bid dropping or submission on March 26, 2024. Any changes in the bidding documents or details in the contracts will be issued via bid bulletins posted at the DPWH website and franchise. That would be all, sir.
Okay, so please keep in touch with the PhilGIPS or the DPWH website for any issuance of bid bulletin. And kindly please also include in the recap or the minutes that we also have, there's also a clarification from Attorney Jahara Ali Makadato, the Vice Chairperson, regarding the coordination with the LGU. And this was duly answered by Engineer Masud Ibrahim. And also, yours truly asked the prospective bidders if they have any clarification as far as this pre-bid conference is concerned, and they responded that there is no clarification. No? So meaning they had understand all these topics we discussed this in the pre-bid conference. So I guess that's all for this pre-bid conference. At least you have other matters to be discussed here. May I hear the pleasure of the Bids and Awards Committee?
To adjourn this briefing conference.
Second motion.
Okay, so this was moved for adjournment in the duly seconded. May I, before we adjourn, may I ask if we are going to have another activities?
Yes.
Okay, so this has been moved for adjournment, duly seconded. I move to, I therefore adjourn this pre-bid conference, and we are going to proceed with the discussion of on the deliberation of projects. No, I think we have 2 to 3 notice received to deliberate. So with this, may we the prospective bidders who just kept, thank you very much. You are now excused. I think if the attendance of other